What is good with y'all? Jayla here, and I'm back again with another video on the channel. Now, first off, before I get into this story time that I got here for you guys, it's a crazy story time, and I still can't believe that I was tried in this type of way. Thank y'all for watching the last video that I uploaded. Appreciate a lot of y'all for even understanding. I don't know why I was kind of like scared to even show that to y'all, but I appreciate all the love and support that I got on that video and all of the mature comments in the comment section. I didn't get any negative comments or any like just childish comments in the comment section. So I really do appreciate you guys for that. And if you haven't already, go check out my last video that I uploaded on my channel. Now let's get into the story time, y'all. Hey, so I just got back in town on December the 1st from visiting my family for Thanksgiving. And when I got back in town, I was already supposed to be getting my car situated. So just a little backstory. My car was down. I needed my alternator replaced. Boom, boom, boom. So at this moment, I'm at home. My car is in the shop. It's around like 2 o'clock. So I call the shop that I have my car at, and I asked them, well, I didn't even call them. I texted the guy probably like around 10, and I was asking him, any updates on my car. And he was telling me, I'm working on something, I'll check on your car. So boom, now I let it roll over until 2 o'clock because I'm not that type of person that just keep nagging a mechanic. So I let it roll over until 2 o'clock. So mind you, I don't have my car. So I asked my downstairs neighbor under me, I asked him, could he lend me a ride to the auto repair shop that's working on my car, because I just wanted to see if they started on my car. Now my intentions was, if they didn't start on my car already, I was going to tow it, get it towed back to my home, and I was going to let a guy that live out there work on my car that stays out there where I stay. So I get there. No, I'm skipping something. So I asked my downstairs neighbor, could he lend me a ride to the auto repair shop? He said yes. Now I go outside so I can get ready to meet him at his car. My next door neighbor comes outside with me at the same time. Mind y'all, keep in mind, my next door neighbor, not the downstairs neighbor, next door. So he come outside with me at the same time. We get to talking. Anytime I see him, we talk, we speak. If you don't know your neighbors, you need to know who your neighbors are. So we speak or whatever, and we get to talking, and then I get to telling him about what I'm finna go do, my car situation. So he ended up offering me a ride. I was like, okay, cool. I'll go with him since he already outside and already finna leave to go do something. So I text my downstairs neighbor. I was like, I got a ride. Thank you for the help anyways. So I leave out with the next door neighbor. We're going to call him Jake. I leave out with Jake. So we get to the shop that's working on my car, and I see that my car is still parked. It has not been touched or looked at. So we both get out. And I go ask the guy, are you going to be able to get to my car today? If you're not going to, just let me know, and I'll just take my car from over here and I'll have it repaired the other way, like I told y'all with the guy from my complex. So he was like, no, I'll get to it. I'll actually stop what I'm doing on this car, and I'll jump on your car now. So mind y'all, like I said, it was only a alternator repair, and he was also supposed to check out an oil leak that I paid him to fix that he didn't fix. So he's supposed to be check that out too. So while he's jumping on my car, Jake decided that we'll stay up here until they finish my car. I was going to go back home until I got the call on them finish it, or of them saying they finished. I wasn't going to stay up there, but Jake wanted to stay to make sure that they got on my car. So we stayed up there. Mind y'all, we got up there at 2 o'clock. So while we out there, we talking, we chopping it up. We having little talks about the world, society today, the generation today. We having talks about like stuff with people doing a little trafficking and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we end up going across the street because there's a gas station across the street, and he was going over to get him a beer. And he asked me, "You drink? Do you want a beer?" I was like, "No. I don't drink beers. I don't like beers." I was like, I feel like beers taste like acid and sparkling water. So I was like, no, I declined the beer. So I walked with him anyways. He got him a beer. I bought me a little slushie. You know what I'm saying? You know how the gas station be having those slushies in the corner. So I bought me a slushie. He bought him a beer. So we walked back across the street. You know, we chopping it up still. We talking about anything you can imagine. Anything you can imagine. So time fast forward. The guy tells me that he's done with my alternator. Boom, we crank it up. Alternator is good. It's running. My car is now cranking and running. If y'all don't know, if your alternator doesn't work, your car will not crank because your alternator sends power to your battery to turn your car on. So now my car is running. Now the alternator is done. Now they got to jump on trying to see where the oil leak is coming from. Boom, he figure out that the valve cover gasket is loose, or that basically oil is spilling from the valve cover gasket. So he tells me to go to the auto parts store to get a valve cover gasket. So Jake said, okay, cool, let's go to auto parts store. So we get there. I tell them the part that I need. They tell me the price, $30. Boom, we get the valve cover gasket. We come back. Now we waiting on them to fix that. Boom, it probably took him like 40 minutes or so, probably 40, almost an hour on the dot to fix the valve cover gasket. And then in the meantime, we having more conversations. He's talking about he gets to talking about women, and you know who should take care of who, like 50-50. He gets to talking about a lot of stuff. We was talking about so many topics, y'all. I can't even tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it was helping the time pass. So mind y'all, around this time, it's getting dark. My car got done around 6 o'clock. So they got done. They told me the price. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll go across the street to the gas station to get the money out the ATM. He was like, what? Who are you banked with? I tell you who I'm banked with. He was like, we can go there instead so that you don't have to get no ATM fees for withdrawal. I was like, okay, cool. Now we had to go to Walmart, go to the ATM, and grab my money out. So we drive, we leave. Walmart is probably like 15 minutes away from the auto parts store. So we get there, I get the money out, I get back in the car, we get back. So I pay him the money, and they tell me that because it was so much of a oil like everywhere from the leak, they told me I needed to go spray my engine bay so that I can get the excess oil off. So we leave, he trailed me to a self car wash. The car wash we got to, it didn't have no lights on, it was dark. So I didn't do it that night. He was like, okay, are you good here? And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yes, I'm good here. You can leave and go home type of stuff. Because he was already out with me all day. Mind y'all, at 6 o'clock. We left the crib at 2 o'clock. So he told me, hit my phone. He gave me his number. He told me to take down his number. He said, hit my phone if you need any help or if you need me to come back. So he left. Now I'm sitting here trying to decide if I want to sit here and spray water on my engine bay, because I know it is normal, but I knew that I was going to mess up something. And I was trying to see, why didn't the mechanic shop do this instead? If they didn't want to do it, why would I do it? You feel me? So I was like, nah, I'll just let this oil burn off. I'm not even finna worry about it. And my dad was like, don't worry about it either. Don't spray no water, because if water get anywhere on anything, then I'm messed up again and I'm finna have to put some more money into repairs. So I didn't do it. So boom, I got in my car. I ended up going back home. So it's around 6:56. I get home at 6:56. He texts me and I'm leaving some out. Let's go back to when I was waiting on my car to get done. Like I told y'all, we was having a lot of conversations. So he ended up asking me, he said, what's such a beautiful young lady like you doing being a lesbian? He was like, I've been watching you for a while and I always wanted to ask, what is such a beautiful lady like you doing being a lesbian? So I explained to him, why am I a lesbian? I explained to him that I had my shares, I had my moments with guys. Like I've dated guys in middle school all the way up into high school, like freshman year of high school, and that was it. My last relationship with a guy was freshman year of high school. I explained that to him. I explained to him that I was just more interested in females and more attracted to females more than guys. He felt like a person who likes the same sex, the reason is because they got touched on. So I think he thought that he was curious on if I got touched in any negative or inappropriate type of way. I think he was just curious, or he thought I got molested or something which is why I am the way I am. So I was like, no, nothing is the case. I've never been touched. Nothing crazy or traumatizing made me this way. I was like, I just found females more attractive. I just knew I was almost always attracted to females more than guys. So I explained that to him. And, you know, the conversation was, I was trying to explain it to him because he's like a middle-aged guy. And I was trying to get him to understand, you know, just because a person is the way they are and they like the same sex, it doesn't mean that they got touched. Now, some cases it is like that, but not all cases. So I explained it to him and he got a better understanding and stuff like that. And of course, I noticed a little homophobe. He felt like guys shouldn't like the same sex, but it's just like, if a person is the way they are, they're the way they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why it bothers you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show any type of homophobe towards me liking the same sex, but he showed homophobe towards guys liking the same sex. So that was that. I explained to him I didn't get touched. You know, that wasn't the case. That's not always the case, but sometimes it is the case, but not always. You know what I'm saying? So I explained that to him, but he was like, okay, now I got a better understanding. So now let's fast forward. I got home at 6:56 after everything that I just said, and I received a message from him. Y'all, and I had to get a good amount of people's opinion on this message because I was very kind of thrown for a loop. Now, I'm not slow. I also told him that I really didn't give guys a chance because I know how guys are. They always want one thing, and every time I was in relationships, I would always peep the stuff that guys do. So that's why I kind of didn't like guys also. So he kind of contradicted himself because I don't know if I'm tripping, but I felt like he did the same thing. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy because he's like a middle-aged, older guy. So I would think you know a little better. But I guess a lot of guys are the same. A lot of guys only want one thing, or I don't know. But I'm going to read the message to y'all. And I'm going to throw it on the screen too. So this when we got home, he was like, is my car all good? I said, yes. I'm probably going to go back to the car wash when the sun goes up. And he was like, and I also had said thank you. So he said, I'm cooking and got a lot to do. So if you feel like BSing, come on. I don't know what you do for entertainment at home, but I can assure you I'm more fun. Would be a blessing for me anyways. Up to you. Want to hang out for a few? Come on. Now, he sent that at 6:56. Now, that message, I didn't even see it until I was getting back in the car from the car wash. Mind y'all, like I said, I was at the car wash around that time. I didn't see that counter until I got back in the car and got home from the car wash. And then while I'm outside, I get another message. He double texted. He said, don't want to sound weird, but I am, so it is what it is. Wouldn't happen under normal circumstances, but today wasn't. I would personally enjoy the company, no pressure. Want to do something different with a question mark. Well, come on by. Want to BS with me while I cook? I'll sure appreciate it. Now, I responded, y'all may think, what was your response? I said, I appreciate the offer, but I'm about to wind down. And he said, no worries, appreciate the company today, maybe another time. And I didn't reply no more after that. So I ended up calling a lot of people. I called my mama. Of course, she just joking about it. Joking. Talking about that he's trying to give you some of that pink meat. Da-da-da-da-da. I like, he gonna get some pink meat, alright. Bro gonna get Swiss cheese in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had ended up getting a lot of people's opinion. I had got a lot of people's opinion that was his skin color too. Because like I said to somebody, I said Caucasian people type and text very differently from African American people. I don't care what nobody say they do. Caucasian people kind of type exactly how they talk. You know what I'm saying? It's very different from an African American person. You know what I'm saying? So I had got a lot of people's opinion. And one guy was like, yeah, that's a message from a guy who's trying to have sex with you or trying to do something inappropriately with you. Now, he tried to make it like he wanted me to come over to chill and continue to keep on talking how we was when we was waiting on my car to be done. But then he kept on throwing in, do I want to do something different? Like I told y'all, I told him that I never did nothing sexually with a guy. So it's like, what do you mean you want to do something different? Why did you even think that it was going to go that way? I don't know if he thought I owed him something. You know what I'm saying? Because he offered to do everything for me. I didn't ask him at all. He offered. So it's kind of like I felt like he felt like I owed him something, some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of what is it? What's the word? Some type of collateral. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the case. You get me? Like I did not think about going, but it was a slight minute that I thought about. With the first message, I was like, okay, he want to just continue to keep talking while he cooking and stuff like that. But then he sent that second message talking about you want to do something different. No, I don't want to do nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are guys. Most of y'all are guys watching this video. With sending the messages, what was y'all take? What do y'all feel like his motives were? Because if I was to go over there, it was gonna be knives and everything tucked. I promise you that. But it's like now it's like I'm kind of, when I see him again, I don't think I would speak. I think I would avoid him because it's like I did not give him those vibes at all, you guys. I didn't give him those vibes at all. I was not flirtatious, none of that. I don't do that with guys. I didn't give him those vibes at all to make him want to push up on me like that and like make those type of comments or to even invite me in his home. I didn't give him those vibes at all, I swear. Like, it was a chill day. We didn't talk about nothing explicit. The only explicit thing, the only private thing we talked about was my sexuality. That's it. Everything else was like politics and the world and God and what else, like stuff that's going on, racism. We didn't talk about nothing crazy. I don't do that. That's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I do not do that. I don't even do that with females. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. You feel me? Like, but it's like I told him, I was like, you know, one of the main reasons I really didn't have interest in guys because guys really only want one thing. Like, it'll never be genuine on their end when it comes to like dating and relationships. They only want one thing, that's to have sex. And it's like you contradicted everything that I said, and you're doing the same thing as an older guy. It's like you would think it would be a little bit more maturity right in that gap. You know what I'm saying? But down in the comments, man, y'all let me know, like, am I misinterpreting these messages? But I don't think I am, because like I said, I asked the other neighbors too, and they're the same, you know what I'm saying, skin tone, and they was like, you know, he's trying to do inappropriate things with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying. They was like, he's inviting you over to engage in activities, in adult activities. But it's like, why would you even try me in that type of way? But ever since that, y'all, I've been kind of like thinking I should get a gun, some type of protection and all that, because why would you even try that? You know what I'm saying? But down in the comments, man, y'all let me know, like, what's y'all take on those messages. You feel me? Because I know I'm not slow at all. And one thing about it, I always trust my gut. And my gut instantly told me, decline, do not go over there. Because at the end of the day, if I would have went over there, and if I would have misunderstood the message and still went over there, and he had the intentions of something else, he's a man at the end of the day. He could have SA'd me. You know what I'm saying? He's strong. You feel me? I don't know if I probably would have got away. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no. One thing about it, I always trust my intuitions, and I'm not my gut, and I'm not slow by the long shot. Very intelligent, very smart. You know what I'm saying? So down in the comments, man, y'all let me know what y'all take on that. But I'll see y'all boys and girls in the next video. That's the story time. Hope y'all enjoy it. Peace out.